Welcome to my channel. This is Nicole Approves. If you are new, totally please subscribe and like the video too. That really helps me out, but let's get right on into the video. I booked another Disney World trip. And I must admit, I am a little bit nervous about it. As many of you know, I didn't have the best experience on my last Disney World trip. I had a really bad experience with Disney World room inspections where the cast member was unusually inappropriate and creepy. He was asking me weird things like, do you have Haitian in you? I mean, obviously, like, we can't even come up with an excuse for that. It's not acceptable that your cast member is asking you if you have Haitian in you as part of the Disney room inspection. It's like, okay, that's super weird. I also had a really bad experience using the DAS system, which I have used for years, where essentially what appeared to happen was a Disney cast member pretended to set me up for DAS, took my photo and everything. Not even set me up, I already have DAS, so really just to redo it where it becomes active in the system. And then, like, I ended up having to go to another cast member at another customer service, and then they had to apologize for what they thought had happened, which was that. So I had that happen regarding DAS, so that was awful because that is someone who, with a hidden disability's worst nightmare, is that either you're not going to be believed or something. I also had a bizarre experience, just to recap, where a Disney security guard spent a little bit too much time wanding my butt. Yeah, he was like, I was wearing like these like spandex shorts that were like workout shorts. There weren't even pockets to them. And I don't even think the thing set it off, or it set it off on my backpack, and they already searched my backpack. But this dude is like full on wanding my butt a little too long. And that happened at the monorail hotels. So you're paying those exorbitant prices at the monorail hotels and you're getting a security guard that's wanding your butt. So that was a recap on the main things that happened that kind of destroyed my last Disney World trip. There were other things as well, but those were kind of like the main things. But all that being said and done, I want to like Disney, and I want to enjoy my time when I go to Disney, because I grew up going to Disney, living in Miami. I would travel back and forth all the time, and who knows, in the future I may live in Orlando and want to go to Disney. So I don't want to hate Disney World when it's such a big part of media and things to do every day, you know, and go out and enjoy yourself. Is it possible that I could go to Disney and enjoy myself? I don't know. I don't really know the answer to that. I hope so. But I don't know. The things that I had happen on the last trip were particularly bizarre. I know that whenever I go somewhere, whether it's Disney or on a cruise or Universal Studios, I'm always going to tell you my honest opinion. I'm going to tell you when something's good. I'm going to tell you when something's bad. And if I had a bad experience, I'm not going to knock every minute of my next trip and say everything's bad when I may actually enjoy something. But at the same time, I'm not going to tell you everything's good either. And I feel like a lot of your current theme park vloggers kind of tell you everything is great, when that's just not the reality. And that's not really a fair thing to people who are watching their content and then go on a trip and then maybe kind of like overdo it in their head that they're gonna have this amazing like fairy tale experience, and then it's not exactly as like they've been telling you it's gonna be. There's gonna be good and there's gonna be bad. So yes, I am nervous about my upcoming trip. The truth is that my experience at Disney World is going to be different than, not necessarily saying the average person, but it's going to be different than your average theme park vlogger. And that is just the truth. And you know, the elephant in the room is that my appearance is a large part of that, and girls who fit a specific mold in appearance are going to have a different experience than other people. I think there's a stereotype like, oh, you're gonna have like people cater to you and be super nice to you, and while that rarely happens, does it happen? Like every once in a while that happens, but it's rare. But the reality is, you know, with it comes the territory of creepy people harassing you, and Disney employees are not immune from that. Disney is a huge company, yes, but they are going to have bad eggs. And when you look a certain way, you're going to be at the forefront of receiving that type of unwanted attention. So if you have a bad egg that's working at security at Disney, or you have a bad egg that's working in housekeeping at Disney, and you are that girl that fits a certain profile, you're going to get an unwanted amount of attention. Even if you're all covered up or whatever, you're going to get an unwanted amount of attention, and it's just going to be the reality. That's going to be my reality. It's going to be other girls' realities. And it's not going to be the reality of a lot of Disney vloggers or a lot of theme park vloggers. And they may come back and be like, oh, I've never had something like that happen. And it's like, We know, and we're not trying to be mean by saying it like that, but the answer is by sugarcoating the elephant in the room, which is appearance. It's important to note that when you do look a certain way, you're going to get harassment way more. It's just the reality, and you have to be aware of your surroundings more. You have to be constantly on guard more. And I think that my appearance is a large amount of the reason of why I've had these creepy experiences at Disney. You know, it's just the reality. I grew up on Disney, and I want to be able to enjoy Disney. I mean, even living in Miami, again, there's that back and forth. You could go back and forth to Orlando all the time, and you have your options, Universal Studios, Disney. And then if I ever in the future, which I have considered, move to Orlando, then again, Disney is going to be one of my main outlets for media content. And that doesn't mean going into the parks and telling you that everything is great. I'm going to be that person that goes into the park and I tell you that this is BS, this is overpriced, this is that, and then I may go on a ride and love the ride. But I'm not going to be that person that tells you everything is great. So I do have a trip booked, and I realistically do hope that I have a better experience this time going to Disney than I had the last time. I don't want to go to Disney, spend all that money there, or go there and get my hopes up and think I'm going to come back with this great experience and vlog and this and that, and then have a horrible time. I want to have a good time. So, but I am aware and I'm mindful that my situation can be different than other people's situations, and I guess I'm realistic about what my situation is and how I can try to like navigate that. If I see a creepy cast member that maybe is, for example, working one line at security, try to make an effort. Don't go to that person. Go to maybe like a girl or go to someone else. That way you could try to like avoid some of these creepy scenarios. But yeah, I do hope that I have a good time. I am nervous about my upcoming trip because I obviously don't want a repeat of what happened, but I also want to be able to enjoy myself if that is possible. Yeah, I'm always going to tell you honestly what my real experience is on something, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my upcoming vlogs and live streams, and yeah, just stay tuned for what I've got posted and coming up, vlogs, lifestyle. I've got like a lot of different vlogs I'm posting now, doing shorts. I'm going to try to do more live streams, and I hope you guys enjoy some of these upcoming vlogs that I have coming up. So yeah, stay tuned, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon in my next video, and bye.